podium, and I talk with my hands, so I don't know how it's going to work. But first, just thank you so much for the banquet and everything that you guys have put on tonight, and for just recognizing STEM education as an effort for teachers and things that you do. It's really important that we recognize that. My name is Marcia Harp. My students call me Miss Harp, of course. I teach at West Navarre Primary School in Santa Rosa County, and I teach first grade. So like most teachers, I became an opportunist when I became a teacher. That means we beg for things, we ask for things, whatever we need to do to put things in the hands of our students that's not funded by our district or the state. And so things like, opportunities and gifts like this really mean a lot to us and just make our job much easier when this is recognized. So thank you very much. Just in general, organizations like this chapter are important in recognizing STEM efforts, and I'll tell you why. First of all, my students, they're 5 and they are 6 years old, so they're little guys. And 40% of the jobs that exist now are not going to exist when they're ready for their career. So we've got a big job to do as teachers. We can no longer sit idle and teach the way we've been teaching for 30, 50 years. We've got to step up our game, and we've got to prepare the students for 21st century technology and 21st century jobs. So it's a big job, but it's really a fun way to teach. In 2015, Santa Rosa County partnered with Discovery Education in what we call our STEAM Innovate program, and this has kind of been one of the best things that I've ever experienced in education. We kind of strived to put STEM education in the classrooms across Santa Rosa County and reaching 30,000 kids in the county. So it's been an amazing effort and something that has been true and near and dear to my heart to see that effort take place. And I've loved every minute of it. It really has changed the way I view elementary education. STEM in the modern classroom may look different than what you think. A lot of people think of STEM as STEAM, science, technology, engineering, and math. But you also hear a lot of other acronyms, STEAM, STREAM, and there's a reason for that. We add the A for art, we add the R for reading, and we do that because STEM is actually an intertwined transdisciplinary approach to teaching. And we do that in the classroom, just like we do in our everyday lives. We have jobs, and we don't only just do that one job. You got to know a little bit about all the jobs around you. You got to be able to communicate with people and collaborate and work together, and everything kind of goes together. So that's something that we try to do with STEM in the classroom, teaching what we call the 4 C's: communication, collaboration, creativity, and critical thinking. Last, I just really wanted to tell you about the impact that STEM has in the classroom, particularly my students, and I know this is across the board in Santa Rosa County. I've seen students who struggle every single day in the classroom. Those kids who fail every single spelling test on Friday. But when you put them in front of a computer and you give them a software program where they can create a 3D model of a bookmark and use that to learn to read, then they're really excited. And I've seen kids who are, the naughty boys and girls that are in the classroom who often don't have the respect of their peers because they are, they're just always in trouble, and when they get in groups, that's what's expected of them. But you give them an engineering challenge or a design process challenge, and you better believe they're going to be the ones that are thinking outside the box. They're going to be the ones that can put their hands down and have a solution to the problem. And then there becomes a respect by their peers. And so the transformation across the beginning of the year to the end of the year in a STEM classroom is pretty amazing to see. The students come in, argumentative, not willing to work in groups, but by the end of the year we formed a community and they respect each other for it. So it's really good. So I love my job as an educator. I'm really lucky to be able to help shape our students' future. No longer these are great jobs, don't get me wrong, but we're used to hearing kids say, I want to be a firefighter, I want to be a veterinarian or a doctor when I grow up. But now we're trying to raise biomechanics and mechatronics people, and we're trying to raise people in all engineers. And so the job market and the version is just different than it is now. And so I am lucky to be a part of that. And I just really thank you guys so much for supporting this effort. Thank you to my folks in my county, Mr. Price and Mr. Vargas, for allowing us to do what we want to do in the classroom every day. So thank you very much.
Mr. Adam Griffin from Congressman Gates' office.